back on the road again. The next few days we're spending a lot of time on the road, trying to get a lot of miles put on as we head down to Jasper and Banff National Parks in Canada. We really wanted to hit those on the way home. And being on the way home, we're just trying to make up a little bit more time and spend a little more time on the road, covering more ground than we have been. Still amazes me how beautiful the scenery is and just all the wonderful sights we get to put in while we're driving down the road. And then we got lucky. This is our first caribou of the trip. This guy was a pretty small one and really wasn't bothered by the traffic. This one, on the other hand, is a little bit bigger, and he did not like the traffic. It was awesome to see him, and still really having a lot of fun on this adventure. So here we are at Tetsa River Campground. We were planning on stopping at Summit Lake. We got up to the Summit Lake Regional Park. It was closed. We then went to Tetsa River Lodge. It was closed. We came down here expecting this to be closed, but we found it to be open. It is the middle of September, so I can understand some of it. It gets cold up here, even this early. A lot of places close down after Labor Day. But we found this campground. Nice and quiet. Right along the river. Our site has a view over the river. Quite a drop off. Good 20 plus feet down to there, but you can see the Tetsa River. I've been watching out here every once in a while for any kind of critter, but haven't seen anything. Nice campground though. They've got your basic services, your dumpster, recycle bin. They do have a firewood bin, but there's no firewood in it. My guess is it's because of the time of year, and there's like not very many people here, though I think the camp host is still here. You've got your check-in area just up the road here. It's $20 a night here for when we stayed, and there's two main loops. We stayed in the second loop, but the other loop is just right up here, and it has a playground. We'll go take a look at that, and of course your standard campground pit toilets. The spots are nice and big. They all have their own concrete picnic bench and fire rings, so that's nice. Lots of squirrel. And right up here they've got a picnic pavilion and a playground. Nice little grassy area up here. Seems to be a pretty well kept, well done campground. We definitely have no complaints. This is Pink Mountain Campground and RV Park. It's where we're stopping on the way to Jasper and Banff. Got some nice treed areas and cell phone tower, so have good coverage. Of course, we don't have service up here anyway. They've got a dump site. We chose a site that has just water, electric. It's a back-end site. it was a little bit cheaper to pull through sites or full hookup. We chose not to get one of those, and I'm just headed down to check out the dump site so we can hit that on our way out. We ended up coming here during construction, so it's interesting getting in and out, but it's all working good. They do have a freshwater site and a dump site here that you can use on your way out. So they also have a store that has a post office, gas, all right here. So it's actually a pretty nice little place. And right across from the dump and water is the laundry and bathroom and showers. When you check in, they give you a code for the doors that you have to use to get in, but decent little campground. We are at the official start of the Alcan Highway. We went backwards. So this is the end for us, even though it says you are now entering the world famous Alaskan Highway. We are just leaving. That's just the way we do things. But we have conquered the Alcan, and boy has it been a challenge, but we did it. That is so cool. And the little truck was noisier than the big truck. There's a few stickers on that, isn't there? I don't even know what that used to say. The Alaskan Highway, constructed in just 8 months in 1942. Pretty darn cool. Dawson Creek sticker forest. We do not have a sticker. That's a bummer. My daughter makes stickers. We could have had a sticker.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. We could have bought one. You can run down here. You can get down here.
Oh, are you taking a picture of them?
I was going to.
I gotta film him trying to get back up.
Wait, sign. Oh, sorry. There you go. Welcome. I'm not going to get any of it there. You did it!
Ouch!
And there it is. The official mile zero post. Downtown Dawson Creek. Fairbanks is only 1,523 kilometers away, I guess. Or is that miles?
Probably kilometers.
Well, except for this was miles.
Yeah.
This was miles, and it's
Alaska.
1422 to
Yeah.
Delta Junction.
Yeah. So,
So
yeah, it's got to be miles.
that's miles. So this time around we're at the Rotary Campground in Grande Prairie, Alberta. It's a nice little stay. Got a playground, got nice mowed grass to run your animals on. Spots are nice and paved and for the most part level. And we're down here where it's power and water, no sewer, but there's a dump station when you leave. The main building here is the office, restrooms, showers, laundry. When you check in, you get a code for the doors. They're all code protected. And then right here at the entranceway, as you come into the park, is also the dump station, which we're going to use on the way out. But even being fairly close to a main road like this, it's been pretty quiet down at the campsite. And you've got stores and restaurants nearby. It's a nice big town, over 60,000 people. And here's the dump station. What I like about this dump station is they actually put a garbage can here. So many dump stations we've been to don't do that, and it is very appreciative. But we've been pretty happy here at the Rotary Campground. We came in on a Friday night asking for a 2-night stay, and they actually had room for us in the end of September.
How you doing?
I don't remember.
Getting it captured for posterity.
Oh, up like this. These two come up like that. So this goes down and this goes down. Just like that, huh? Just like that.
How's that work now?
It's going. Okay. Piece of cake.
Here. Here. Take it this way.
Oh, nice. Okay. That was good.
That's how you do it.
All right. It's rainy.
Yes, it just started raining.
Oh, wow.
All right, dear. We got them putting their chair away. Just to be fair,
Oh, okay.
we need to get me putting our chair
Go
away.
get it.
Okay. You gonna do mine too?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we do have two
don't
chairs.
All right, let me get back here and get this one. You dropped
Okay.
your spoon stand. Okay.
There we go.
You've got to be kidding me.
Let me squeeze it. Oh, I know why.
Why?
Oh, no, maybe not.
This looks like the beginning of a new punchline. How many Marshalls does it take
To put away a folding
to
chair.
put away a chair?
More than 2. Yay.
Well, I guess I did a little more than I had to.
Okay. Good job. Yay. Thank you. Oh, let me put this back in there so I can remember.
Campground. Yes, that's the name of it. Kinky Lake. This is our campsite. There's, I think, 8 sites here. Oh, it looks like 10. I miscounted. There's 10 sites. Looks like they have firewood, pit toilet, garbage, and of course the lake. The campground itself's decent. I don't mind this at all. The road in here is atrocious. I'll try to get some video of that tomorrow when we head out. And I don't know if you can hear me over the wind noise. We're gonna walk down to the lake. It's not a very big campground. Definitely some pretty scenery coming in this area. We're just about into Jasper National Park. Because of the fires, we're not going to be doing much in Jasper. A lot of it's still closed. We are going to be driving through on the highway and stopping at every overlook we can. But yeah, pretty area. Have to say I'm thankful I brought my axe. And I'm really thankful to a lot of these campgrounds that supply free firewood to use. That has been really nice on this trip. Not all of them have done it. This one here at Kinky Lake does supply free firewood. Thank you, Canada and Alaska. Well, I was just chilling out in camp, and thankfully pretty much everybody had gone back in their trailers, especially Stan and Si with their two small dogs, Wally and Gibbs. And I'm sitting there by the fire enjoying myself. I see a bear, and he was just wandering right through camp, not too far from my campfire. And I had to come out here a little ways and yell at some folks that were having a picnic and let them know that the bear was out there, just for safety. And I've got my bear spray and all, and I'm keeping a good distance. The camera's zoomed in, so he looks closer than he really is. But he was a good-sized black bear. I first ran up to Stan and Si's trailer to tell them not to let their dogs out. And Stan, he thought I was joking with him at first, the way when I was knocking on his window. And it took him a little while to start taking me serious. And they were, of course, looking out their windows, watching the bear as he checked out the trash cans, and then later wandered over to the wood pile. I mean, we've seen a few bear up close, but this was definitely by far the closest we got to a bear in camp. I mean, I think it's the only bear we saw in camp the entire trip.
Yep, there he is.
And he actually hung around for a little while.
I guarantee you I ain't using
After he checked out the firewood, he goes back behind the firewood bin, and we didn't see him for a while. I did walk out a little later and saw him down the entry road, but then about, 15 minutes, half hour later, a couple came driving up, and I asked them if they'd seen a bear on their way in, and they said no. So I don't know where he went, but of course it's his territory. We're the visitors here, but it was really cool to see him up close and personal like that. And our next stop is Lake Louise Hard-Sided Campground. Over 5 days of travel, we covered 942 miles. Haven't done a lot of sightseeing on this stretch of the trip, but did cover a lot of miles and got down to Jasper and Banff like we wanted to. So glad we've had such a safe trip so far. So here we are in Lake Louise Hard-Sided Campsite, just outside of Lake Louise, Alberta, Canada. This is our campsite for Banff National Park. And we have been up to Lake Louise last night. Beautiful, beautiful lake. The scenery around here is just unbelievable. This campground, I think, has over 200 RV sites just here. It's got flush toilets in the restrooms, recycle and garbage. Interesting design to a lot of the campsites here, and we had to phone our reservations in, and we didn't get the sites we were hoping to, but like 103 is the right side of this open space and the left side is 104. So this looks like one big site, but it's actually two. And they're electric only where we are. And according to the attendant up front, if you want a fire ring, you have to request it, pay extra for it, and sign some type of agreement to get it. But if you do get a fire ring, there is free firewood. There's also a shower house down the road that we have not checked out, and it appears to be busy all the time. Every time we've gone in and out of the campground, there are people walking to and from the shower house, but we haven't checked that out. But very nice campground. It looks like all the bathrooms are running water, flush toilets, and we did find a water spigot next to our bathroom that we can fill up my 6-gallon water jug to add water to my trailer. So that has been working out well as during our stay here, and beautiful, beautiful area. Decent little bathroom. Nicer than a lot of the campgrounds we've stayed at. So according to our campground map, this is the only shower house in the campground. I mean, we still use our trailer, so we haven't used it yet, but we'll check it out. Showers are non-coin operated. Just regular showers. That's nice. And even though there's no sewer hookups, the campground has 6 dump sites right here in the campground. So on your way out, you can empty all your tanks. And there is a water spigot right next to the bathrooms, which are conveniently right next to our campsite. Okay, I've had the video camera out for a while now in hopes that another train would come by, and oddly enough, a train has not come by. But one thing, if you come to this campground, you should know, there's the railroad tracks. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see one of the campers through the trees right here. I mean, we are that close to the campground. You can see the train through the trees sitting at our camp. And all day, all night, there are trains going by. And I know they have their regulations, but they seem to need to blow their horn as they go by the campground. And it's so close, it literally sounds like it's gonna drive right through your campsite. But just be aware of it. Trains. And just for demonstration, here comes the train. There's our campsite. And at night, it sounds like it's coming through your campsite. You get the joy of listening to that multiple times, day and night.